Before we get into this story, I want to give a shout out to Franny, Australia. You said that Fran the man. Let me get your comment. I was a little confused on you saying you subbed. Did you just subscribe now, or because you've been a subscriber? You've been a subscriber. I don't know what you mean with the context of that comment. Hold on a second. Well, we had a thumbs down clown show up, a troll. So read between the lines, troll. Read between the lines, right there. That's for you. Jimmy James. I want to give a big shout out to you. Jimmy James says 33 was my baseball jersey number from Little League to high school. LOL. I'm sure Franny had something to say about that. Like $1.25 plus tree reading glasses on. Publish showed up. How many human vertebrae do taxpayer-funded 33-degree Masons have next door to Tim's house? How many human vertebrae do taxpayer-funded? I don't know, Tim Pool. I'm not, like I said, I'm not I'm not a follower. I don't like the toboggan. It's weird wearing that year round, and I don't know. People say I look unprofessional because I wear my tank top, it's my pajamas. things I like to lift, dim weights, that folk. Yeah, I wear this because someone suggested like 4 years ago I should wear a suit when I do this, and perhaps she was right. I mean, I guess that would look way more professional. It would. I agree, but I'm not doing that late at night putting on a damn suit. I don't even own a suit, to be honest with you, but I own shirts and a lot of ties, Christmas ties, stuff like that. I could do that. I could do that one night. I'll do a professional look. I'll just have a shirt and tie. I'll wear my shorts. You won't see that, obviously. I'll just wear shirt with a Christmas tie on there. I'll wear a white shirt, dress shirt with a Christmas tie. I got a bunch of Christmas ties. Franny says, Illuminati confirmed. I guess about Tim Pool. Publishes, heh. I like that, H-E-H. I love that. Heh, heh, heh. Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Franny said to Publish that Publish has a unique channel with very unique material. Cheers, subbed. I got it. My bad. My bad, Franny. So let me take down my comment because it's late and I didn't realize that you were talking to Publish. My bad. But anyway, Franny is still much appreciated. Doesn't matter. I've checked out Publish. Publish has. I never clicked on his channel. Gotta take a look at Publish. Very unique channel. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Publish. I'm gonna check out your video real quick after I get off here. Attack dogs distracting drivers. Publishing house news report. Your publishing house owner. All right, I'll check it out a little bit. You know what? I love these channels on like these small channels. I like the big channels too, the big ones with a lot of subscribers. But I like the small ones because they're like startups and they're unique and they're different and they're just, you can't get that kind of stuff. It's like a mom and pop store. You know what I mean? It's not polished. It's not like these corporate businesses, these box stores, these chains, right? All look the same, all got everything down pat, and everything's, the decor and everything's all polished, and everything looks spiffy. These startup channels, and mine included, we're all in this together. We're all like mom and pop channels. You know what I mean? Very unique, and offering unique information. I like, it's like music. I gravitate more towards underground type music. Stuff that's not on the radio, as opposed to stuff that's on the radio. Because stuff that's you hear on the radio is more of the mainstream stuff. I like alternative stuff. So music, and so I like the mom and pop channels. I like the mom and pop stores. Don't get me wrong. I like chains for what they're worth, but overall, I prefer I prefer indies. Does that make sense? Independent indies. I don't know. It's original. So I'm going to check you out, Publish. But let's get into this real quick. Real quick. Let me read this from David Harris Jr. He posted this several days ago Oh, a couple days ago. It's on actually on a Saturday. My dad, by the way, as a side note, my dad was 100% Vietnam vet, disabled for 16 years, from 1999 to 2015 Valentine's Day. My mother was a his caretaker. I mean, she was his nurse round the clock, man. If if the stories we could tell, how a lot of he almost died so many times, but until he ultimately did pass away. But December 7th was his birthday. He would have been 82. And why did I even bring that up? Oh, because I saw December 6th is when David Harris posted this about this person right here. So December 7th, made me think of my dad. At any rate, let's look at this. Waitress Megan Hollis in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm going to venture to say, I mean, a mugshot, you're not probably a thrilled person when you have to take a mugshot, but it's quite the looker, I think. And I didn't know Ohio had it in it. I mean, I've never really seen a good looking anything come out of Ohio. But this Megan Hollis from Cleveland, Ohio, was arrested. Get a load of this. She did. Some people are commenting in the comment section underneath this post from David Harris Jr. Well, Jesus was mad and he flipped over the money changers' tables, right? She's pissed off because, well, get a load of this. She flipped over a table when a party of 10. How many out there waited tables? Ooh, Mr. Carter. Yes, Horseshack. Oh, no, I'm Barbarino. Yes, Barbarino. Mr. Carter, yeah, I used to wait tables. What? Who, what? I waited tables. Yeah, I waited tables. I waited tables, and I it's weird. I watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen. I watched a good bit of that, 24 to Hell and Back in 24 hours. I watched Hotel Hell, but my favorite is Kitchen Nightmares. And they show waiters, bringing back food and asking the customers, well, how's your food? And the customer will say, well, oh, the food sucks, bring it back. And the waiter has to, or waitress has to bring it back. Part of me would like to really do that and be good at it and be able to be triple or quadruple sat and be able to manage that. But a lot of me says this job ain't for me. It ain't for me. It's nerve-wracking. It's hard. I've done it. I've waited tables, and believe you me, much like I tried to dodge taking math classes when I was in as much as possible. Like, if I could weasel out of taking a math class in high school, like calculus or trigonometry, which I had to take and didn't do good on it at all, or geometry. But I'm just trying to say, even when I went to college, if they said, well, you got to take so many math courses to become for your degree, I'd be like, is there another way around this? Because I could do general math, but as far as putting things in parentheses and all that, I'm checking out. I don't give a damn about that. That's not applicable. I could balance a checkbook. Yeah, I could do that. Right? That kind of math. I mean, but I could do math in my head. I could do division in my head, add or subtract. I could do all that pretty quick. But when it comes to parentheses and division and all that, fact that noise, I don't want any part of that. To hell with that. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just going off on a tangent tonight, I guess. I'm kind of tired and it's kind of late, so let me just stick to what the story's about. It's ridiculous. So, I was talking about waiting tables. It's like if I could get out of getting triple sat or quadruple sat or even double sat, I would as a server. You know what I'm saying? So, part of me wants to be a server, but part of me is like, oh my God, this is, and if 10 people came in, just like with math, if you're going to give me a calculus, all that, checking out. That's what I meant with the math, equating it to waiting tables. In other words, math, I can do math, I like it to a certain extent, but when you start putting parentheses and shit, I don't want any part of it. It's kind of like serving tables. I would like to serve tables, wait tables, and I have done that before. But when it comes to the more complex situations like getting 10 people in at one time or getting 4 tables at one time sat, then I'm checking out. I don't want any part of that. Does that make sense? I mean, it's serving, waiting tables is no easy feat. It's not easy. Now listen, I have my sister. I worked at IHOP. I waited tables there, and I waited tables years ago at Chick-fil-A Dwarf House. And my sister, she was really good at it. She was. She had I guess the patience for it. I mean, she used to do party rooms. Like IHOP has a party room, Golden Corral has a party room. Restaurants, a lot of restaurants have that, where big crowds like 10 or more come in, and you're gonna have to take the drink orders and all kinds of crap. Oh, no, I don't want mustard on this, but I want this on this. No, I don't want that on that, but easy on that, and all this other crap. You know what I mean? She did that. She did that kind of stuff. That's all for the better. More power to you. But for me, that's just So this girl right here, Megan Hollis, got sat with 10 people. I wonder what. I'm just curious because I waited tables and I noticed that there's certain. How do I want to phrase it? Let's just say the affirmative action kind. Does that make sense? The affirmative action kind. Let's just say the affirmative action variety, more often than not, will stiff you. Meaning give you no money, no tip. You get no tippy. But if they do give you a tip, you busted your ass for like crumbs, a couple of dollars. Well, that's where Megan Hollis and her righteous anger comes in. Megan Hollis, 22-year-old Megan Hollis, was arrested after she flipped an entire 4-top table at Lakeside Grill in outrage over a $5 fucking tip left by a party of 10 celebrating a birthday. I would be shocked if that party of 10 was the gringo variety. I'm not trying to be R to the acist here. I'm not. I'm going on experience myself. All right. There's a certain well, let's just say people that fall into the common denominator category have a tendency to be cheap as shit. Always want something for free or get away with not paying. So I would be really, really taken aback if it was a party of 10 looking like that. I don't think so, but it could be. But from my experience and many other videos out there, proof of who is stiffing who, you know, regardless of what category of people that did this, whoever gave her a $5 tip, whatever group of 10 people left her only $5, they better be glad that's all that happened to them is their table was flipped. I mean, she busted her ass. I'm sure she worked her ass off, slaving away, refilling drinks. Oh, I don't want this on my burger, but I want that on it. I don't want this. Make sure my fries are not too crispy, but, you know, almost crispy, or some shit like that, times 10. So I don't know. It could be. I'm going on my experience and other people that I've talked to's experience with wait tables. There's a certain group of people that just won't tip, do the right thing. Spike Lee, you around? Better not be. You know, you had that movie, Do the Right Thing. Well, tell your peeps to do the right thing and start tipping right. All right? And now, it's not saying with this group of 10 people, I would like to see the video to this. And again, if it was whoever it is, doesn't matter what category, what type of people, if they're cultural enrichers or not, and it doesn't matter. You need to be doing the right thing. Person's working their ass off. They're making only a couple dollars. What is it, $2.12 now? $2.14? Still the same? Still the same. It's still the same after all these years. They're only making like $2 and change per hour that the employer gives them, and they rely on tips. And if she's doing a damn good job, she deserves every damn at least 15%. All right? At least 15%. So according to the report, Megan had spent nearly 3 hours. Let me tell you something, son, daughter. I'd rather watch paint dry than have to. I mean, yeah, the idea of waiting tables, if in a perfect setting, would be nice. But it's really hustle and bustle. It really is, and you got to get your. You got to rely on the kitchen, getting the friggin' food out right. I mean, you're relying on the kitchen. You are. Time-wise, food quality-wise. And then you have to deal with the fucking public, your tables. And they could be a-holes at times, right? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. These waitresses, if they're actually working and doing the best they can, they're putting in the miles. They're walking back and forth. They're hustling and bustling. You know what gets me about this? I see fatso I see fatsos waiting tables, or overweight people waiting tables, and they're flying across the whole place. They're working their ass. It's just not coming off, and I find that weird because they should be dropping weight. The amount of footsteps they put in, it's weird. I don't know. Unless they're just really pigging out in between. I don't know. So Megan has spent nearly 3 hours refilling sody pops, as they say up there in Ohio, cutting cake, handing out plates, and splitting the check 5 ways. You got to do all that. You're refilling drinks, you're cutting cake, you're splitting the check 5 ways. I mean, my God. You might also do some handstands while you're at it. What the fuck? Don't worry, Toots. They're going to get robots to replace you. They are. Don't believe me? There's an Asian place in the next town over that has robots that wait tables. Yeah. Anyway, when she picked up the receipt and saw the tip, 5 crumpled $1 bills, she reportedly said, no, absolutely not. She set the money down and walked directly to the group's table. I guess they were still dining. And so she walks on over, In other words, they're still eating, they haven't finished. You know how they like to do? They kind of sort of like to rush you out. The new age way of doing things in restaurants. It's like you're halfway through the dinner. You're only there for. You're not like there for hours or anything like that, and they want to give you a check like you're done. Like you might not order dessert or anything like that. And so they give you a check midway in your meal, and you're still dining. Everyone's still talking and all that. And then when she realized that, I guess they gave the tip. This is maybe halfway through the dinner, and she was like, "Hell far, $5? Oh hell no!" She did a Medea on them and flipped over the table. So she pulled a Jesus with the money changers act on her. When witnesses say she stared at them and asked, "Is this a prank? Are you?" She said, "Are you JKing me? $5? $5 make me holler." She said, 3 hours, 3 hours. I worked. I busted my ass. I refilled your drinks. I cut the cake for your birthday, for the birthday boy or whoever." She said, I split your checks 4 ways. I handed out plates. I did what I had to do, and you're just going to give me $5 on 10 people, and you know damn well. Have you seen restaurant prices lately? It's cheap. Fast food's through the roof. Fast food is actually more expensive than a lot of sit-down restaurants. But even the sit-down restaurants, full serve, are horrible. Have you seen? That bill had to be high. 10 on a birthday party. I mean, this wasn't McDonald's, right? This is a Lakeside Grill in Cleveland, Ohio. And witnesses said she said, "Is this a prank?" before grabbing the edge of the table and flipping it onto its side. That's some big time pissed off energy. I don't blame you, girlfriend. I do not blame you at all. I mean, getting arrested over this, I think maybe fired, tops, unless someone got injured. But getting arrested, I think this is ridiculous. Have you noticed that it's so easy? Everyone could just get arrested nowadays. If you breathe on someone, that could be assault. If you tap them on the shoulder to get their attention, that could be assault. Have you noticed that? We really are in a police state. We really are. She should have got fired then. Or maybe, if you can't afford to tip right, you have no business going to a fucking restaurant. It's the bottom line. Because I said so. Alright, plates shattered, drinks spilled everywhere, and the birthday girl screamed. Okay, it was a birthday girl. Okay, she screamed. Okay, that's not good. That's true. It's not good. And she really ultimately shouldn't have done that. Flipped over a table. I would have been pissed. I've been hopping mad, but she also has to understand this comes with the territory. You're going to get stiffed. This does come with the territory. I mean, what they did was not right, but I wouldn't have flipped over the table. I would not have done any of that. No. Sam, I am? No. No. What I would have done is just after that, I'm not serving you. I'm done. You can give me $5? Is that how we're gonna go? Okay, I'm done. And next time your ass comes into this restaurant, we're gonna put you on the blacklist. You're gonna get shitty service. You're gonna tip me like that? Okay, all right, back at you. You just next time you come in here, we're gonna give you shitty service. But I wouldn't flip over the table. I wouldn't do any of that. I could understand her anger. I could understand it, frustration. She is 22, and God knows, she's how tired she was and all that. I get it. But you don't think I've been stiff before? Not with a party of 10. But of course, I've gotten shitty tips when I waited tables. I was highly annoyed, but it does come with the territory. Management had to intervene, but Megan shouted, "You don't leave $5 on a $300 bill. I'm not a charity." And then the cops arrested her moments later. All right. So here's what some people are saying. Someone I know on Facebook commented on this. The people who left the tip should have been arrested instead of the waitress. Well, I can't argue with that. Your ass should have been... Exactly. She should have been arrested. I mean, they should have been arrested too. For leaving a shitty tip. This person I know right here. I'm not going to show you the name. This person who left a comment under the... on David Jr. Harris's... She says... The people who left the tip should have been arrested instead of the waitress. I can't agree with it. Another Facebook friend of mine said, I was a server. I feel this girl's pain. I said the same thing. I was a server. I understand it. Yeah. Also, this mugshot shows just how frustrated she is. Let me put my Blu-ray glasses on over my blue light blocking glasses over my glasses. No wonder why I couldn't read this right. I had the blue light blocking glasses on the whole time, and I kept thinking to myself, man, this is no different than my eyes. These are my reading glasses. So let me hold on a second. Reading glasses, blue light. Oh, now we're cooking in oil. Oh, now we're cooking in grease. All right, so here's the other comments. This guy says, I can understand why she was upset. That doesn't excuse what she did. She should not have done it. I'm surprised that a party of 10 didn't automatically have a gratuity added to their bill. Most places have an automatic tip added with that. Yeah, gratuity. Should have a gratuity. So like I said before, I don't agree with flipping over the table, but someone said it's almost like Jesus did. He's angry at the money changers at the church. And she was angry because she got gypped in a restaurant. Gypped after working 3 hours, and it's a $300 tip. How dare you come in here and have me slave away, which makes me think this falls in line from my experience and other servers' experience that I don't think it was of that persuasion. I think it was of the more melanin persuasion. I could be wrong, but they just don't tip. They historically, and that's not an R to the A sis anything. That's just a factual thing. All right, if you don't like it, change what's going on in your community. Much like the crime rate, 50%, 13% causing 50% of the crime. Right now, I'm not saying it actually is that because I don't know. It's not saying that. It's not saying what category of people this was, but from experience, other servers' experience, that's usually the type that doesn't tip so well, tries to get away with things. And of course, you see that in a lot of videos, Walmart, them robbing things, and other places just robbing or flash mob robbing or acting a fool and causing problems. And if you don't, like I said before, if you don't like what's happening, these things, you need to help change that in your community. Seriously. It's a behavioral issue. She had a right to be angry. She shouldn't have flipped over the table. And they should have tipped her better. Bottom line. And I'm going to have to agree. I'm going to have to agree with the first comment that I'm seeing right here. The people who left the tip should have been arrested instead of the waitress. I'll go a step further. If you're going to arrest the waitress, arrest them. Do the damn right thing. Spike Lee, where are you? You said you made a movie back in the 80s. Do the right thing. It was like late 80s or something like that. Do the right thing. Where are you, Spike Lee? I'm not seeing it. You just need to start calling things out and saying, hey, you all need to start doing the right thing. Whatever group of people this was, whoever it was, regardless, shame on you. I don't give a damn. When it all boils down to is really, in the end, doesn't matter how much melanin you got in your skin, what your creed, what your beliefs are, political. It doesn't matter. If you're going into a restaurant and you're bringing 10 people, or by yourself, and you're ordering something, you give the appropriate tip. Now, if the person gave you shitty service, you might want to talk to the manager and tip appropriately for that situation. But if that server's busting their ass, which most of them do more often than not, you best damn believe you need to damn do the right thing. At least 15%, especially if they're going doing cartwheels and somersaults to get you the best service possible. 3 hours, 10 people, $300 bill, $5 tip. Shame on you. Who's the criminal in this situation? You robbed her out of what she deserved. So I'm thinking party of 10 is more in the wrong than she is. That's what I got for you. Well, I got more, a lot more for you, but not now. I am oot.